secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10.
On this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. They're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Thanks to grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Smith. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed.
Oh, he's got some space.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The running back has it. Nice move to pick up yardage. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Let's see what they do on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds us back in the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got his man to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The run from the shotgun. Running to Green. There he goes. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The quick out. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. This time he's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Might be looking to run. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He shanked it. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that one...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A dot from the fedora, a hat trick, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and little league, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Still looking, on the move. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Adjustments. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready, break. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage. And I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes a grab on the shot. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends it back in motion. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Off play action. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Scrambling away. It's complete to the left. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Using the quick game. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it.
Turning it on. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Takes the easy completion. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Utah State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he puts through the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Punch it out of the air. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys, offense.
Trying to get behind the defense. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going for it all. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 13 over Louisiana Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Rush is on him. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Bringing the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling inbounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's got his man. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Landry. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, South Carolina! They jump on top here in OT. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll go to the air. They went for the 2 and got it, and now an 8-point lead in overtime.
And makes the score. South Carolina, 57. Texas, 49.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Got it in, now they'll have to do it again with the 2-point conversion to tie. That is is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.